Well, good morning, Charlamagne.
Good morning, Angela Yee. It's Friday!
Yes, indeed it is.
Listen, man, Miguel dropped a new album this morning. That was the energy that I was on. Why didn't I know Miguel was dropping an album today?
First of all, Miguel, his song Skywalker is my favorite song right now. The song with him and Travis Scott.
Drop one of Clues Bombs with Skywalker. I love Pineapple Skies.
That was actually while we were on vacation in Montserrat. That was the theme song. We always have a theme song every time we go on a trip.
And Skywalker was y'all's?
Yeah, I just like the song.
I just don't know why I didn't know Miguel was dropping an album. Was that a thing? Did this come out of nowhere? I know he was dropping like records here and there, but I didn't know the whole album was coming out. It's called War and Leisure.
Yeah, well, listen.
I like Miguel. Miguel is my favorite R&B singer at the moment. Him and Anderson .Paak. I haven't heard from Anderson .Paak in a while, though.
Randomly, I saw both of them in the same place at the same time at this. They had this dinner honoring Issa Rae.
Okay.
And they were both there. And I was like, well, that's a nice picture of the two of them together.
Well, that's the energy I'm on this morning. Miguel, War and Leisure album, okay? I feel like roller skating and making babies all at the same time.
All right.
Yes, at least all in the same 24-hour span.
Well, I was away yesterday. Now I'm back. It feels like a lot of things have happened since then.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of reaction to the Cameron interview, the very biased Cameron interview, okay? Everybody kept hitting me saying how biased it was. Yes, it was biased because it was a Cameron interview about Mace. Mace wasn't here to explain his side of the story.
But maybe he will be.
You think so?
We're working on that.
I got too many calls from Harlem people yesterday. I don't think that you should talk to more than one or two Harlem people in a month, man.
Mace left some comments on Instagram.
He did? Where at?
On my Instagram page when we posted the picture with Cameron and the video.
What'd he say?
He said, we found his real sister. And then he said, I love you. Winners don't have to explain. See Exhibit A, the Oracle in bio.
How you just going to dig up a whole sister?
I don't know, but this is very interesting.
If Cam say he don't have a sister, and you saying he does have a sister, somebody lying. But how you going to dig up a whole sister, and why would somebody lie about having a whole sister? Come on now.
Well, I guess we'll see.
But what's going on? Am I the only one that's on drugs? Am I on drugs or something? Sometimes I think I'm in the Matrix, bro.
I don't know what's going on, but I guess we're going to find out at some point soon.
Like, people really were in my comments mad at me. You didn't challenge Cam on having a sister. If the man said he don't got no sister,
I can't force him to say.
I can't force him to say he got a sister. Like, come on, seriously, you got a brother, right?
Yes, I do.
We know that.
I don't have a sister.
I have two sisters, two brothers, all right? And two more sisters that my dad had with some other women. Okay, this I know of.
Well, maybe now maybe if you had a stepsister that wasn't blood related, I don't know.
We asked Cam that though. Like, I got women in my life that I call my sister.
Yes, you do.
Is there a woman that you have in your life that you call a sister? He said no. So what do you want us to do? Huh? I don't know, man. Whatever.
All right. Well, let's get it started. You know, today is also World AIDS Day. So we'll give you some more information about that. And it's also Freaky, Freaky, Freaky Friday. And I got some Freaky Friday front page news stories.
Today's Rosa Parks Day, too.
Oh, yes, it is.
I don't know what that means. I ain't know Rosa Parks had a day. I'm going to be dead honest with y'all. Y'all didn't either. Okay?
And it's Janelle Monáe's birthday.
Drop one of Clues Bombs with Janelle Monáe's birthday.
Happy birthday, Janelle Monáe.
And Richard Pryor. But it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
Hey. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. DJ Envy is still on vacation. Yes, he is still spending that change for change money in Bora Bora. Tahiti. Where'd he go?
He did. He went to Tahiti first. I don't know if that was like a stop on the way to Bora Bora, but he ended up in Bora Bora. I believe that tomorrow is his last day of vacation.
I saw him riding bikes underwater and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Live your life like it's golden. You just better have that check for the Gathering for Justice, okay? When the money gets presented to them next week, you just better be here and be having some money.
He said it's what, $250,000?
What, to do what?
That we raised?
Oh, way more than that.
Oh, okay. I thought he spent the rest.
You got front page news.
Yes, I told you today is World AIDS Day. So every year, December 1st since 1988, it's a way that you bring awareness of the disease and mourn the people who have passed away from it. Now, People have all kinds of misconceptions about HIV, like that you can get it from sharing a drinking glass or being in the same pool, but those are just misconceptions. A lot of Americans don't understand how you really can get it. And right now, this event is focusing on successes in the global fight against the disease and the importance of continuing these efforts for all the people who are living with HIV/AIDS, about 36.7 million people worldwide.
So wear condoms today. I know it's Friday. I know you planning on having a good time tonight. But if you're not in a relationship where you can have unprotected, guilt-free sex, then put on a condom today.
All right. I'm glad you said that because the smart condom is now here.
What's that mean?
Now, a Fitbit style condom. It measures a man's performance in bed. It looks like a small rubber bracelet. And it takes, if you have Revolt TV, you can see what it looks like. And it actually logs data during sex.
That's a cock ring. I know a cock ring when I see one.
Yeah. Well.
That is, come on now. That's a cock ring.
I'm looking at, it's kind of like how they would have the Nike Fitbit, but now it's one for your penis.
I ain't got time for that kind of pressure.
So it actually measures how many calories you burn during sex, how fast your thrusts are.
No.
How long you last. It can also detect STDs. And it's flexible enough so it'll be very comfortable no matter what your size is.
I don't need that kind of pressure because you already be having guilt when you having sex with a woman and you premature ejaculate. You wondering what she think. I don't need a BitFit telling me that I underperform.
Fitbit.
Whatever. BitFit.
But you might need a BitFit.
Whatever. I don't want it. I don't want that in the bedroom, okay?
All right. Well, what about the sex robots? The sex robots are coming. That was a documentary they had on Channel 4. And it was a documentary looking at how close humans and machines are going to get. And it's looking at the sex robot industry. Now, they already had those real dolls. That's people that that like to get those realistic looking sex dolls. Have you ever seen those?
Yes, I have.
All right. Well, now that same company is making Harmony. Now, in order to go on a date with Harmony, I guess you can actually have sex with these robots. 80% of customers say they want a female doll. Only 20% want a male doll. But if you have a chance to see this documentary, you got to take a look at it because they're saying that at some point people are going to
be extinct and robots are going to take over the whole planet. Yes, that is true.
And they're going to have these women talk and show pre-programmed emotions. But some people are saying there's issues because it kind of teaches you that these women are there only to flatter a man and excite him and also to be subservient. So they say things like, whatever you say.
So they want their women to be like old school, basically. Like how guys used to want women to be way, way, way back.
Well,
in the
basically
day.
Like a robot and unrealistic.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Well, listen, robots are on the way, whether y'all know it or not. Donald Trump scared all these poor and disenfranchised white people by telling them the Mexicans were taking all their jobs. The robot's definitely coming to take all your jobs.
Now, you think that having sex with a robot is cheating?
No. I don't
I'm
think
just
it's
asking.
Cheating. No, I don't think it's cheating at all. Now, but I think you should tell your wife. You know
but
what
if
I'm
it's
saying?
not
Because
cheating,
these robots look realistic. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be down in the basement banging a robot, and then your wife walk in on you, and she might go grab the scrap. At least my wife.
Or
will.
you know what
I
the
need to let her
robots
know it's a robot.
could be good for if you wanted to have a threesome. Now that makes sense. So you bring the robot in as a third person.
Nah, see, I ain't with all y'all bringing all this technology in the bedroom. I ain't got time for that, man. All these
now that makes sense.
All these BitFit cock rings and robots. I ain't got time for that, man.
Or maybe
I'm
if you always wanted to experiment with like same sex, you get another man one.
All right.
And try it.
All right. All right. Artificial anus intelligence. All right. All right. Okay. Get it off your chest. 1-800-585-1051. If you want to call us right now and vent about anything, if you want to call us and celebrate life, you can do that too. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
It's open enrollment season.
Club.
So if you got something on your mind, let it out.
Good morning. Get it off your chest.
I am blessed this morning, Angela. I haven't been having a great week, but I did see your show earlier on this week. It was dope. I'm happy because I got life. I'm a little upset because my job messed my checkup. They always seem to mess my checkup. I just don't get it.
What do you mean, your job? You mean your job or taxes?
No, my job messed my checkup. They didn't pay me for my Friday or my holiday pay. It's some BS, Charlamagne. I had plans for the weekend, dog. I had big plans for my weekend, man.
Well, you really don't have too many plans because let's be for real. The first is today. So the check that we get, the check that we get around the first goes to bills and it goes to rent and mortgages and child support and all that good stuff.
Not if the check before the end of the month check you use to pay your bills. You gotta be smart about that.
So you just spent that one up to take care of that, so you could have this one for leisure.
I like your style, boy. I like your style.
That's because I'm a little entrepreneur. I got a little business, so you know what I'm saying? I try to, I gotta have some money for that too. You know how it is out here, man.
My brother, well, blessings to you, man.
All right,
Enjoy the weekend.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Good morning. Tell us why you're mad or blessed. Get it off your chest. Who's this?
Oh, what's up, Breakfast Club? This is Jay.
Hi,
Hello,
Jay.
Hi, I'm very blessed. I had the pleasure of seeing Mr. S. Carter perform in Brooklyn this Monday. And then I became an instant fan when I ran into Charlamagne after the show. He really do be looking like he wears concealer, cover up all that good stuff. But I mean, the man looked good. I'm telling you right now, he looked good. Hi, Charlamagne.
Good morning, boo. Salute to my
Now,
dermatologist.
I want to know, was that your wife you was with?
Yes, it was.
Now, you see, I didn't take a picture or put her on Snap because I know y'all be low-key. I love that. But let me just say on air, she a real definition of black excellence, okay? Y'all two look great together.
Well, I appreciate that because the internet says I have a white wife. So thank you.
No, you Nubian queen, okay? And no, he really ain't that short. He ain't that tall, but he ain't that short neither.
Are you sure you ran into Charlamagne? You're short.
That was me, Charlamagne. I was standing right outside of the Old Navy waiting for my Uber.
Did you get some of that jerk chicken? Did you get some of that jerk chicken outside of the Barclays?
I was standing by his whole little setup because I was cold, but nah, I was off the deuce.
That jerk
appetite, I was off the deuce.
That jerk chicken outside of the Barclays was bomb. Dude gave me his card. I can't remember. Damn, I forgot his card.
They were selling jerk chicken on the street?
Yes, the dude had a jerk
right
chicken
on the
truck
street.
right across from the Barclays.
I never seen that.
Must have made about $5,000 that night.
What?
Right. Well, that's an entrepreneur. She said you probably made about $5,000.
Oh, yeah, easily. Well, thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Let's get it off your chest, 1-800-585-1051. If you want to call and vent about anything, if you want to call and celebrate life, hit us up. It's The Breakfast Club.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
The Breakfast Club. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
So you better have the same energy.
Good morning. Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I want to get it off my chest. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. I'm blessed. But I'm upset because they killed Gaddafi. They killed the king of Libya. And now them people was enslaved. And they killed them because United Nations justified it by saying he was doing so bad to them people. And so they allowed it with a no-fly zone. And now that they got slaves over there, it's no-fly zones going on. There ain't nothing going on. You know what I mean? And that's just unacceptable.
Well, let's be for real. Yes, that Libya slave trade that is going on is a direct reflection of Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton going in there and taking out Gaddafi and not putting a proper regime in place that could hold Libya down. Simple as that.
Yeah,
and that's why Libya got out of control.
Yeah, but you know, we blessed, you know what I mean, Charlamagne. Yo, all of y'all do good, man. Yo, we appreciate y'all. Y'all bring so much light, you know what I mean? And I got your book, too. I got to get it signed.
I'll sign your book for you, my brother.
Oh, Lord.
All right, definitely, man. You take it easy.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Get it off your chest. Tell us why you mad or tell us why you blessed. Who's this?
This is AJ from Miami.
What up, AJ?
Yeah, how you doing, Miss Angela Lee?
Angela.
What's up, Charlamagne?
What's up, my brother?
Yeah, I'm mad because when I'm trying to have relations with myself or watching pornos and the guy started talking, that's really
So you say you were masturbating and the guy started talking. Why didn't you put it on mute?
I like to hear the throat of the woman and the skin slapping and the penetration.
I can tell by the way you're breathing that you really enjoy it.
I don't like the way you sound, my brother.
I know he's breathing all heavy.
I'm driving right now. I'm on the road.
Why would you just call up here and tell Angela Yee that? Like that's
he told both of us. He said good morning to Charlamagne too, and he was talking to Angela Lee, not Angela Yee.
Oh, I just wanted to share with the world. That's all.
Right.
You know.
We live in a world full of sexual assault and sexual harassment and rape culture. And
he's watching porn. Now, let me ask you this. When the guy starts talking, do you have to start all over again?
Sometimes I got to find a different scene where, certain guys talk a little too much, like Wesley Pipes. Talk a little too much.
You talk a little too much. You're going to learn the hard way, bruh. You still out here talking like it's the 90s.
Hey man, I'm not taking nothing from nobody. I'm touching myself.
Maybe you need to. Maybe
That's
you need
what
to
Louis
loop.
C.K. was doing too.
Maybe you need to loop your favorite scenes over and over again.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just trying to help. It's Freaky Friday.
Yes, it is Freaky
All
Friday.
right. Well, that was Get It Off Your Chest. You know, we do that every morning so that you can start your day right.
Yeah, you got rumor report coming up next year?
Yes, we are going to be talking about, let's talk about some more sexual harassment cases. We'll tell you who just fired 3 employees because of sexual harassment, and we'll talk about some new allegations.
All right. All that and more on the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
The most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. We about to get into Angela Yee's rumor report, and she about to talk about Russell Simmons.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee. On The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
Well, Russell Simmons, man, there's another allegation against him. And this is from the writer Jenny Lumet. She's the screenwriter from Rachel Getting Married and The Mummy. Now, we told you previously that there was a model who had allegations against Russell Simmons and a situation that happened with her and Brett Ratner and Russell Simmons where she felt like, well, she said she was allegedly anally penetrated by Russell Simmons in the shower and that he forced her to perform oral sex. Well, now this writer Jenny Lumet is saying, and she, by the way, is the granddaughter of Lena Horne, and also the daughter of filmmaker Sidney Lumet. She said that in response to what Russell Simmons wrote, where he said he's never committed any acts of aggression or violence in my life, I would never knowingly cause fear or harm to anyone. She wrote a whole letter to Russell. She said, Dear Russell, I met you around 1987 through Rick Rubin, who has always been kind to me. She goes on to talk about one night around 1991 when she was 24. She was at Indochine, a restaurant. She said, I'd worked there when I was 17 as the coach head girl, and I enjoyed returning. I still knew some of the staff. And she talked about how Russell Simmons was there, and he had a car and a driver that evening and offered her a ride to her home. That's when she said, sure. She didn't have any issues with him. They had known each other, been in the same circle. She was in the Run DMC movie. He would sometimes send her flowers at work. She didn't take it that seriously, but he did respect her grandmother, Lena Horne. Now, she said the driver started to drive. She said, I assumed you knew where I lived because you had sent me 250 balloons. But I gave the driver my address, 19th Street and 2nd Avenue, and Russell said no. And she said to the driver again, 19th Street, and he said no. And that's when the car doors locked. She said it was loud. The noise made me jump. Now, she talks about how she felt at this time. She said, I felt dread and disorientation. I wanted to go home. I said I wanted to go home. I didn't recognize the man next to me. I didn't know if the situation would turn violent. I remember thinking I must be crazy. I remember hoping the Russell I knew would return at any moment. And then she says, when they did get to the apartment, he had her alone in the elevator, pressed her into the corner with his body, his hands, and his mouth. She went up to his apartment and she said at that point she was just trying to keep him calm. She said, I thought, just keep him calm and you'll get home. Maybe another person would have thought differently, she said. But she decided that she was going to make that trade of just doing whatever he said just so that he would not overreact and she could get out of there safe. She said there was penetration. At one point you were only semi-erect and appeared frustrated. Angry. I remember being afraid that you would deem it my fault and become violent. I did not know if you were angry, but I was afraid that you were. So in order to try to keep the situation from escalating, she said she just wanted to not be difficult and stay contained. She said, you told me to turn over on my stomach. You said something about a part of my body. You did not ejaculate inside me. She said when everything was done, she just got her clothes and quickly went down the elevator by herself. And, you know, she said she spoke out now because she doesn't want the women who are speaking out against him to be left twisting in the wind. Maybe the recalling of this incident can be helpful. I don't know if it can. But she said she has built a life in the past 25 years and a reputation in the industry. I need no one to have this visualization of me. I will, like the others, lose work because of this. I realize how privileged I am to be able to risk that.
Is Russell denying these allegations? Because he denied. Oh, no, he said the first ones were consensual, right? So what is he saying about this?
Right. He said his recollection of that first one was consensual. Now with this one, he released a statement and he said he's been informed with great anguish of her recollection of that night in 1991. He said, I know Jenny and her family and have seen her several times over the years since the evening she described. While her memory of that evening is very different from mine, it's now clear to me that her feelings of fear and intimidation are real. While I have never been violent, I have been thoughtless and insensitive in some of my relationships over many decades, and I sincerely and humbly apologize. And he did step down. He's supposed to be doing the all-deaf comedy movie with HBO. He has stepped down from that. Now, HBO is going to air all-deaf comedy as planned, but Russell Simmons will not appear. Oh, it's a series. In the new series. And they're also taking his name from the show moving forward.
So he stepped down. Does that mean like he retired or?
From the HBO all-deaf comedy. So he's not on that at all. You won't see his name on there.
But no, you said he stepped down. What did he step down from?
From all-deaf comedy as planned. He's not going to be involved.
Because I read that yesterday. I thought they said he stepped down from his companies. I was just wondering what all the companies were. Because when I read it, they read it like, what happens? Is he retiring? That's like the first retirement because of rape culture, right?
Well, yeah, I think he might be just stepping down so that he doesn't cause a distraction from all these companies. But, you know, I guess he is saying that maybe what he didn't realize at that time
was rape.
Yeah. And
Russell's an interesting one because we've all witnessed the growth of Russell. And, you know, he was on that cocaine and meat back in the day, but I don't think he's the same person anymore. So if the allegations are true, like what should happen now? Like how do you deal with a person who's righteous now but used to be a savage?
I mean, if you messed up and did something and ruined somebody else's lives,
you got to pay for it.
You have to. And there's nothing you can do. And he must know that. He said he is removing himself from all of the businesses that he founded. So that's happening. I had a lot more to tell you guys about other people affected, but we'll get into that later in the rumors. We're going to talk about A$AP Bari, who's now being sued for sexual assault. We're going to talk about Matt Lauer and give you an update on everything that's happening with him.
Who's not raping women? Like, Jesus Christ, what is going on out here in these streets?
A lot of people aren't.
Who's not sexually assaulting
A lot
women?
of people.
Who's not sexually harassing women?
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and
y'all better raise your hands. What the hell wrong with y'all?
Is your rumor report.
And we got front page news coming up next, right, Yee?
Yes, it is Freaky Friday, and we're going to talk about sex and robots.
That's right. It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Starbucks almost killed me just now.
No, you almost killed me.
WWPR-FM HD1 New York.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
iHeartRadio station.
I'm a boss who a worker, I make bloody moves. If you
One of Clues bombs for Cardi B, man. Nominated for 2 Grammy Awards. And please always remember, Cardi B is not cooler because she's nominated for a Grammy. The Grammys are cooler because they nominated Cardi B.
And shout out to everybody nominated. Shout out to SZA, who got nominated for 5 Grammys.
Salute to SZA. Salute to Rhapsody.
Yes, Rhapsody got nominated as well.
Absolutely. Now let's start front page news.
All right, we're going to talk about...
What? I think I haven't done the sports
You
scores.
sure
this week.
haven't.
I just want to say
kind of let it go.
Dallas beat Washington 38-14.
Oh, so now you want to do... Wait, hold on.
Not that I was watching.
You can't just randomly do one sports score.
I didn't say I was watching. I didn't say anything. I didn't say I was watching. I just want to say, I just think we should say the Dallas Cowboys beat the Washington Redskins 38-14.
So what's their record now?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
They may or may not be 500. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I'm not watching. I haven't watched.
All right. Anyway, let's talk about this Fitbit type of condom. Now, a British firm has released the first photos of this condom. It's going to measure your performance in the bedroom. So you can actually see how many calories you burn during sex.
Nope.
Also, how fast your thrusts are.
Nope.
How long you last.
Nope.
And if the person or if you have STDs. So
nope.
This is going to be flexible. I guess it's like rubbery to ensure maximum comfort. It's like a circle, like
it's
a
Fitbit
Fitbit
cock
for your
ring,
wrist.
man. Stop it. That's all it is.
All right. And you use it with a normal condom, so you still have to use a condom. It's like an ankle bracelet, but around your penis.
That's too much. Like how you got? How can you experience pleasure when you got all that on your penis? It's just too much of a distraction.
But people use those type of devices, like you said, for pleasure. So maybe the Fitbit can also be pleasurable.
First of all, you know, it's enough pressure in the bedroom worrying about what your woman think of your performance. I don't need somebody actually judging me on my performance. Okay.
Wouldn't it be kind of awesome to know if somebody has an STD though? By you put that on and you're like, whoa, got to get out of here.
You ain't gonna stop. Listen, I guarantee you them dudes ain't gonna stop.
You wouldn't stop if the thing...
If they already got... How many thrusts does it take before it registers that it's an STD
I don't know.
going
It depends on how fast...
It ain't like you just put it in and it's just like, ding, 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 herpes. Like, it's gonna take a few thrusts. Once you get them few thrusts going, you ain't stopping for no herpes.
No. Okay, well, that sounds very personal. Now, let's talk about these sex robots. Now, there was a documentary called The Sex Robots Are Coming. It all started with they had those very real dolls. It's called Real Dolls for people to have sex with dolls that look like real people. Well, now they have Harmony, and these are sex robots. And I've been reading about this a lot lately, how sex robots are gaining popularity, and pretty soon people are going to be having sex with robots. which some people look at as a great thing. Some people look like not so great of a thing because, according to some experts, they're saying it's very sinister that people are going to be looking at these sex robots as empty vessels, and it's misogynistic. So how are you going to treat a real woman if you're just used to being with a sex robot? These robots can talk and they say things like, whatever you say.
Well, if you're with a sex robot, you don't want to be with a real woman.
They're basically I'm sure you might want to, but maybe some guys just can't make it happen. But you know, these women are programmed to just basically flatter you and be very passive and say what you want to hear. So what happens when you try to make that transition?
Bruh, I ain't about to fight for robot rights. I'm telling y'all that right now. We're not even going down that road. At least I'm not. Y'all on your own with that one. Okay?
All right, well,
I'll show up to a women's march, but not no robot.
I will ask this, because they do have women and men robots, but of course the women are the ones that are more in demand. Would you consider it cheating if, you know, what if your wife was having sex with a man robot?
Boom. Okay, you asked that question of me earlier. You asked me would I consider it cheating. And that's exactly what I thought about. First I said no, but then I thought I wouldn't approve of my wife doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I wouldn't approve of her doing that, then maybe I shouldn't do it either.
What if she's like, I want a robot, but the penis got to be bigger than my husband's because I've been struggling?
No. No, that's not how this is going to work, okay? All right? No, we're not going to do that. Like, we're not going to do that. Because then all that's going to do is entice you to probably want a bigger penis in real life. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, how does a big penis feel on a real man? You know what I mean?
What if you're like, you're all stretched out? She's like, oh, I was having sex with the robot.
Nah, yeah. I'm not doing all that. Keeping all that at the house. Like, all of that to me is like opening up Pandora's box. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want none of those problems. Like,
but now, what if you told her...
No robot women, no robot men.
I want to bring a third person in. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to let you bring in a third robot.
Nope. What if the robot malfunctions in the middle of sex and you can't shut the robot off?
That might be awesome. What if it's just shaking?
I ain't got time for all that. I personally don't think it's cheating, but I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what
if I did do it, I would ask permission. I would say, I would tell her I'm having sex with this robot.
Would you feel weird after?
Not if I told her, because
but I mean, like, just because you're having sex with the robot, is that weird to you?
It's probably that's like a higher level of masturbation. That's all that is.
A rich man's masturbating.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel bad about that. But I would tell her, because if I was sneaking around doing it, then it would make me feel like I was doing something wrong. So if I told her, like, I'm going to have sex with this robot, I got this robot in the basement, it's my sex robot, keep me from cheating on you, boom.
Now, if you could get a robot that looks like somebody, who would it look like?
We ain't even doing that. See, now that's cheating. Now you talking about cheating, because now you fantasizing.
It's your little Oprah robot?
That's disrespectful. All right. Okay. And I would get Gail before Oprah. All right, but that's disrespectful. But what I'm saying
now
is...
Now Gail's going to feel awkward.
Now I'm saying... I'm not having this conversation. Why are we having this conversation this morning? What's the question?
Okay, is cheating with a robot, having sex with a robot considered cheating?
Yes,
would you allow your significant other? Would you do it?
And you know how I know it is? Because that was a very complicated conversation that I couldn't quite explain. So yes, it is cheating. If you're trying to justify why you're doing something that you ain't got no business doing, it's probably wrong.
1-800-585-1051. Let us know what you think. It's The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Hi. She want to, man.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee. DJ Envy is still on vacation, but he'll be back Monday. But today is Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday!
And we're asking a simple question today. Angela Yee was reporting in Front Page News about these robot sex workers.
Yeah, well, they're not sex workers. They're sex robots. They're not sex workers.
Same difference.
All right, so you can have your very own sex robot. Would you have sex with a robot, and is that cheating?
Yes. Sleeping with a robot is cheating. I've come to the conclusion that it is cheating. It is AI.
It's not even a person.
It's AI. Artificial infidelity, right? And the thing about artificial infidelity is if you're not telling your wife that you're sleeping with a robot and you're sneaking around having sex with this robot, it's cheating.
Well, what if the robot's in the house with you guys and she knows you're doing it?
If she knows...
Is that weird?
All fair is in loving robots.
What if you have sex with the robot more than your wife?
Now that's when you're getting disrespectful. And that's the problem that having this robot in the house could do. Because there's no pressure. Like, the thing about it is, when you have sex with your woman, it's a lot of pressure. That's why I don't need no fit for my penis. You know what I'm saying? Fitbit for your penis. Because it's already a lot of pressure. You're worried about performing for her. You're worried about, lasting long. You're worried about if she enjoys it or not. You got to worry about things like if she has an orgasm. With a robot, you ain't got to worry about none of that. So you would enjoy having sex with the robot more because there's less pressure.
Okay, all right. And then you'll be like, why don't you act more like the robot?
See what I'm saying?
Tell me how great I am.
And then go be with that little funky ass robot then. That's what's going to happen.
And then if she you had a man robot, it would be on and popping. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, is he going to last? Is he going to make me orgasm? You know what's going to happen.
Yes.
Robot.
And that is exactly why sleeping with a robot is cheating. It's artificial infidelity, AI. Let's go to the phones.
Well, good morning. What do you think about having sex with a robot? Is that cheating?
Hey, man. If when I'm done having sex with the robot don't say, ooh, that was great, let's go again, I ain't cheat on nobody then, baby.
Now, the robot can't say that.
Hold on, they can? Or I wouldn't be in there with that robot then, baby.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, my brother. If you came home and you heard your wife upstairs moaning crazy, and this robot in there just going ham on that poom poom, how you gonna feel?
I'm joining in, baby. It's a threesome there, baby. Let's keep this party going, man.
So
if we don't do it, then let's do it, baby. So who can make you scream the loudest? Me or the robot?
That robot gonna bang you and your wife, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Now, what if the robot tries to get it in? What if your wife's robot tries to get it in with you?
Oh, no, somebody getting sued, baby. Somebody getting sued. Now, I ain't know that's making. You ain't said that's making gay robots. You said that's making robots for my wife, and you ain't said the robot was going both ways.
Now, can a robot be gay?
You
ain't said the robot was going both ways, man.
Have a blessed day.
What kind of robots y'all crazy, man?
Good morning. We're talking about sex with robots. Who's this, and do you think that would be cheating?
Hey, this is Najid.
Najid?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Honestly, I think that is cheating, but it really depends on how realistic this robot is.
Okay.
What do you mean? Break it down. Just assume that it's very realistic, sir.
Assuming that it's very realistic. Now, you can't just go around and do. Honestly, men, if they do that, like you said, it's like a higher level of masturbation. But females normally connect more in emotion. I feel like they get connected to it or something. Like that.
Don't think for 1 second these women won't fall in love with a robot. If men can fall in love with strippers, women can fall in love with robots.
Men will fall in love with these robots, too.
They definitely could, especially if, they have a hard time getting the girl. The last thing you need is some dude losing his girl to, some kind of robot that you and guy that she fall in love with his computer or something, I just feel like that is, a form of cheating. It'd be too much of a situation. It's somebody else out in the market now. Now we got to fight for robot. We got to fight against robots.
There you go. Ain't nobody got time to be battling against no robococks.
All you got to do is unplug it or something, take the battery out.
Yeah, you say that until you do that and then keep going. And then you don't know what the hell is happening in your life. 1-800-585-1051. Call us right now. It's Freaky Freaky Friday. Do you think having sex with robots is cheating? And this is coming from somewhere. We didn't just make this up, okay?
Yeah, but they're saying that sex robots are going to be everywhere soon.
Yes, so it's the Breakfast Club. Call us.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
Another one.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. Envy is on vacation, and today is Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky, Freaky, Freaky Friday!
And we are discussing these sex robots.
Yes, these sex robots are about to be, available pretty soon. And you probably will end up having sex with a robot as well. Now, I've seen people have virtual sex where they can actually put on the glasses and virtually have sex with somebody that's not really there.
I watched a virtual porn. I didn't actually have sex with the person, though.
Right. And actually, this was Stephanie Santiago. She was at my house and she was doing it. And I just kept seeing her moving her hands and I was like, what are you doing? But she was really virtually having sex while she was watching this. But now there's going to be real robots. And do you think that would be cheating if your significant other had sex with a robot? What do you think?
I definitely think that's AI, artificial infidelity.
Alan Iverson.
No, artificial infidelity. I definitely think it is, especially if you're not telling your wife you're doing it. If you're actually sneaking around to have sex with this sex robot, that is absolutely cheating. Now, if you're telling her what you're doing, it's not cheating. But if you're sneaking around doing it, absolutely is cheating.
All right, well, let's see what you think. Good morning. Is it cheating to have sex with a robot?
I don't think that it's cheating. I think that it's only detrimental to a relationship if it ruins the motivation that one of the people in the relationship have to do everything that they might want to do in order to get sex.
Like foreplay and treat your woman nice, treat your man nice.
Yeah. But also, I think people aren't thinking about the positive impact it might have on rape culture. It might help to possibly reverse some of these negative feelings. I think it's underestimated how powerful it is psychologically that people can't find love, or there's a lot of weirdos out there who literally cannot find anyone for years and years. So to be able to have some kind of outlet in order to get these sex juices out of you in any way, like could help.
Basically, you're saying instead of raping a human, rape a robot.
Well, I mean, I don't think it'd be raping a robot. They're not necessarily sentient, so that's a different conversation that we'll eventually have to have. But right now, it's pretty much like putting a cardboard cutout of a person around a fleshlight.
I'm definitely not ready. I'm definitely not ready to have that conversation about.
It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, me either. But it'll be there.
I don't know that I would want to have sex with a robot, but I don't know that I would even try it.
Me neither. I don't think that's something I would be into. Like, nah, I'm cool on that. Take another call, you?
All right. Oh, I'm just thinking about it. All right. Good morning. We're talking about sex with robots. Do you think that's cheating if your significant other had sex with a robot?
Yes, I do. I actually think it is cheating, and this is already this is Jeff, the sci-fi writer, Jeff Carroll, the sci-fi writer, and they already have blow-up dolls modeled after Beyonce and J-Lo. So, Angela, I think you should be a sci-fi writer too, because you was right on track. I think they will actually have those robots modeled after your favorite celebrity.
Yeah.
They'll probably have voices that mimic it and everything. And I met you at the Revolt Music Conference, and I gave you my book, The Harlem Shake.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Okay.
Yes.
When I was sitting
outside. It was real cool yes, you were real cool to meet. But I think this is a real conversation, because I think robots are going to be able to do the things just like what you said.
Right.
Don't you think that's some type of... Wouldn't you feel weird if, like, you saw somebody with a robot that looks just like you?
Like you came home and your wife was sitting there with Idris Elba or something?
But even just a complete stranger had a robot that looked just like you, and they're doing freaky stuff to it. Wouldn't that make you feel like...
They already have it. I think with real dolls, you can actually make the doll look like whoever you want.
Well, the moral of the story is this, man. Cheating is a choice, not a robot, okay? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
All right,
moral.
but I just felt like saying it. But there is such thing as AI.
What if you got a robot that looked like you and had sex with yourself?
That's the highest form of narcissism.
Now
like,
that's
honestly,
masturbation.
That's like Tyrese levels of narcissism. Like I feel like Tyrese probably has sex and screams out his own name during sex, but that's like taking it to a whole nother level if you get a robot that looks like you and sleep with yourself. Like that's ridiculous. All right, but no, I don't believe in AI, which is artificial infidelity. I think that is a real thing, and that's probably something we're going to have to deal with in the future.
All right. Well, since we were talking about Tyrese, we'll tell you about some good news that he claims that he has. So hard to believe anything now, though.
You know he got caught in another lie yesterday, but I don't have the energy to be calling out Tyrese and all his lies.
You bring it up in Rumor Report.
Okay.
All right.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club.
Yes.
Most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. Happy Friday to everybody out there.
Happy Friday. I'm so excited that it's Friday.
Now, Yee's about to get Rumor Report going. You're talking about Tyrese lying again.
It's about time.
What's going on?
Rumor Report. Rumor Report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
Well, looky here. Tyrese says that Paramount has officially greenlit a sequel to Four Brothers. No lies here. It's all over the net. The script is almost done to the sequel, and it's magic. Gonna be cool as hell just getting back with the crew, and then he hashtag Detroit.
Okay, can I make an observation? And I'm not even going to sit here and say Tyrese is lying. I'm just going to make an observation.
Okay.
I want y'all to Google Four Brothers sequel. Okay, just Google.
Oh, so you went and looked. Okay.
Oh, you know I did. Just Google Four Brothers sequel. When you Google Four Brothers sequel, right, all you see is a bunch of articles from 2010. It'll say Four Brothers reunite for imaginally titled sequel Five Brothers, January 2010. One is actually from 2015.
Okay, that's more recent.
But that announcement came from Tyrese's Instagram. The rest of them are from 2010. I actually went and looked at the article that Tyrese posted because it was from Variety, and that was from 2010. So what all over the net is Tyrese talking about? Did he go to Dubai?
Oh, it's supposed to be called Five Brothers.
Did he go back in time? Did he go back in time to 2010 when they were talking about a Four Brothers sequel? Because this didn't happen yesterday.
I don't know, but I guess you can Google it, so he didn't lie about that.
All I'm saying is simply Google Four Brothers sequel. Every article is from 2010. What the hell is wrong with Tyrese?
What do you think is going to happen with Fast and Furious? Is that going to...
No. We're not skipping past this Four Brothers sequel that is all over the internet from 2010. Okay? Why did Tyrese post... You know what? I'm not sitting there talking about... I'm not worrying about... I don't know what the hell's wrong with Tyrese.
All right.
Something's wrong with Tyrese.
Now, let's talk about Lip Service Live. Since it is Freaky Friday, Now, a lot of guests came through for our first ever live episode that we did, and Naturi Naughton is one of them. That's my girl, Naturi. Now, she told a story about why huge penises aren't always the best. Here's what she said.
Okay, so this is kind of personal, but I got a bladder infection. It caused me to have spasms. He up my whole
Oh my God.
I was like, I felt like a virgin for the first time.
This happened.
This is real life,
That's
people.
a King Kong.
Don't
He
think
was a
sometimes
terrorist.
you gotta walk away from the big. You gotta say no to the big.
All right.
Maybe she got a small vagina.
Oh, well, she just had her first baby, so I'm sure, it's big enough for that baby to come out.
Listen, I love hearing negative stories about big
I know
penises.
you do.
Okay? I keep telling y'all women, go get you a man with an average sized penis like me. Okay?
Sounds good in theory, but then I guess when it goes down, you could get a bladder
Good
infection.
for you, all right? That's what you get.
Good for you.
Don't
It's
go
not her fault.
chasing big penises. Stick to the average sized penises that you're used to.
All right. Well, Billboard just had their Women of the Year, Women in Music Awards, and Selena Gomez was the Woman of the Year. Now, she also, when she got up there, had to thank her best friend and kidney donor. Here's what she said.
But how crucial it is that the voices that are being heard for the first time is so great. And I'm so grateful for all the older women who have lifted all of us up, because I couldn't be here without any of you. So thank you for all of you that have inspired so many girls who don't feel like they have a voice.
That was beautiful that she feels like her, best friend should have gotten it for saving her life. She had complications from lupus and needed to get a kidney transplant. All right. Now, she also talked about Justin Bieber being back in her life because she is working on new music and everything. She said, I'm 25. I'm not 18 or 19 or 20. I cherish people who have really impacted my life. So maybe before it could have been forcing something that wasn't right, but that doesn't mean caring for someone ever goes away. Now, Solange accepted American Express's Impact Award at the Billboard Women in Music 2017. She said, it's a new day and I am loving it. I have so much gratitude in my soul for how the way my work connected with people. She said, when I think about the word impact, I can't think of a more humbling way to articulate the mark that I would have liked to leave on the world with this work. When she talked about her album, A Seat at the Table, which I love. Now, Kalani got the Rule Breaker Award at Billboard Women in Music, and Mary J. Blige got the Icon Award. Here's what she had to say.
To have been around for so long and still be recognized and still be relevant is truly a gift from God. And this Icon Award is a huge responsibility, because icon means for something or someone to look up to something or someone. And when people look up to me, I want them to see my life and have it reflect theirs and understand that if I can make it through everything that I've made it through and still making it through, you can do it as well.
Oh, I love Mary.
Absolutely. That's the queen.
All right, and so that is your Rumor Report. I'm Angela Yee, and congratulations to our girl Tracy Adams from Epic Records also.
What Tracy do?
She's one of the 5 executives on the rise for Women in Music 2017.
Well, drop one of Clues bombs for Tracy Adams.
Congrats, Tracy.
That's beautiful. The ripe old age is 67 and you're on the rise.
What? What are you talking? Why would you say that about her?
I'm just messing with Tracy. That's my boo.
How are we going to give her a congratulations and you got to say
Come
something
on, man.
sweet?
You know that's how I am.
Can you just tell her congratulations?
Yes, I say happy birthday to smash the cake in your face. It's okay. It's love. Congratulations, Tracy.
Sheesh, little Grinch. All right. Well, let's get ready for Charlamagne's Donkey of the Day. Now, Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Donkey of the Day is all about respect this morning. Okay?
Yeah.
You show respect, you get respect. If you show disrespect, you get disrespected. And this is a great story, great example of that. 4 after the hour, Donkey of the Day.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit it with the hero.
Yes, the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Mr. Ed Sheeran, Donkey of the Day for Friday, December 1st is a double donkey. It goes to 69-year-old Edward Khalif and 47-year-old Ania Marie Hare of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, Thanksgiving was last week. I really enjoyed Thanksgiving. I love the food, the fellowship with family. And this year, I love the fact that I am happy to report after Thanksgiving, I lost 4 pounds. Drop one of Clues bombs for me, damn it, okay? Wow. I didn't OD like I thought I would. Now, a lot of people weren't looking forward to Thanksgiving this year because they didn't want to have uncomfortable conversations at the dinner table, okay? Conversations about race, religion, sexuality, politics. You know, you got family members that might be sneaky Trump supporters, family members that are open Trump supporters, you know, rape culture, sexual harassment, sexual assault, all hot topics, okay? It was just a lot more than food to digest at the dinner table this Thanksgiving. And I'm sure it was a lot of arguments and a lot of fights that happened, but I pray none of you made a permanent decision based off temporary feelings like Ania did, okay? Now, Ania told police that she invited her friend, 69-year-old Edward Khalif, over to her apartment on Thursday to enjoy a Thanksgiving meal. Now, you inviting someone over for Thanksgiving is a really intimate thing, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I really rock with you if I invite you over to get some of this fried turkey or this mac and cheese or this stuffing, these kale greens and yams, this sweet potato pie. So the honorable and respectful thing to do if you get invited over to someone's house for Thanksgiving is to bring something, right?
Absolutely. You better not come empty-handed.
Exactly. Bring a dessert, bring some liquor, bring some weed, okay? If you know this person has the food covered, then be respectful, okay? And the words are fabulous. Find what you can bring to the table and pull up a chair. Well, Edward Khalif did bring something to the table. The problem was he wasn't respectful with it. See, words matter, okay? I just specifically told y'all that when you are a guest at someone's Thanksgiving dinner, bring something and be respectful. But Edward Khalif bought something and he wasn't respectful. In fact, he was selfish. See, Ania had told police that she invited Edward Khalif over for Thanksgiving dinner, and before they started to eat, she looked over and saw him lighting up a crack pipe.
Whoa.
Now, here's the thing. Crack is whack. But if crack is what you and your folks are into and that's the dish you choose to bring to the Thanksgiving table, God bless, who am I to judge? But the problem is when you have the audacity, the unmitigated gall, to light up a crack pipe at someone's dinner table on Thanksgiving and not share. That's exactly what happened here, because Ania allegedly told authorities she became angry because Edward did not, 1, ask for permission to smoke crack in her apartment, and 2, never asked her to participate. This is what I mean when I say be respectful.
Turkey and crack don't go together.
Cranberry and crack might, though. Because the levels of disrespect Edward has demonstrated is what causes bad things to happen, okay? You get invited to Thanksgiving dinner, you bring some good-ass crack to the feast, don't ask for permission to smoke the crack in Ania's apartment, and don't offer her any. Edward, that's not how you get your blessings. In fact, that's how you get negative karma. And that's exactly what happened. Because what do you think happened to Edward Khalifi?
I have no idea.
He's dead, ladies and gentlemen. All
Not
right?
from the crack.
Listen to me. He is dead because Ania allegedly killed him. See, Ania got angry and then she grabbed an antenna and a butcher knife and stood in front of the door and told him he can't leave. I guess he tried to break out when she started tripping. You know, he high on crack. He's paranoid. He started yelling for neighbors to call 911. He broke a window with a vacuum cleaner and tried to escape, but Ania grabbed him by the shoulders and fell on top of him. And as he fought to get the knife from her, Ania said she grabbed him by the front and he went down, hit the floor face first on the ground. And then she said he started snoring. Ania called 911. He was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead. And an autopsy showed he died of homicidal violence.
Wow.
Look.
Homicidal, by the way.
What did I say?
Homicidal.
You show respect, you get respect. Okay? You show disrespect, you get disrespect in return. I feel sorry for Ania because she showed respect. She put good energy out there, invited him over for Thanksgiving dinner. And Edward came over to her crib and gave Ania his ass to kiss, okay? The least Edward could do was offer Ania a hit of crack. So I understand Ania getting upset. But now, Ania is sitting in jail with a second-degree murder charge and a bond of $500,000, and it doesn't sound like either one of them ate.
So no leftovers and nothing.
That's what all Thanksgiving arguments should happen while you're eating and continue after dinner is over. At 69 and 47, both of y'all too old to be arguing before dinner. Eat first, then smoke crack and kill each other, okay? The moral of the story is be respectful. If I show you respect, respect me back, because disrespect could possibly lead to both of us being disrespected, and that's exactly what happened here. Please give Edward Khalif and Ania Hare the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons, please.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. Ooh, you are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
Look, man, as my man Jesus Knight says, you got to see both sides. I can see both sides of this situation.
You can?
Absolutely. It's disrespectful to come to somebody's house and bring something and then, you know, not even ask them if you can light up in their crib and then not offer them any. Whether it's crack or weed or whatever.
What this made me realize is my family's not so bad after all.
True indeed.
I'll see y'all at the holidays around Christmas. All right, now, we had Cameron on.
Oh, that very biased Cameron interview.
Yesterday. Now,
Yes.
one thing you haven't been talking about is him and Juju breaking up.
Okay.
You actually broke that story up here, Charlamagne, on The Breakfast Club.
I didn't break the story.
You had the exclusive.
I just told you what
break the story.
what he told me so you could put it in Rumor Report.
All right, well, the main reason why Cameron said they broke up is because of social media. Here's what he said.
Once Instagram came out, like, I'm the one who promoted her Instagram, marketing her, showing her body and showing people how beautiful she is and saying, look, I got a gorgeous woman without being too untasteful about it to me, in my eyes. But that's how I was marketing her because I thought she was beautiful. It was fun in the beginning. Then it started getting serious. Why you following her? Or you like that person picture? Or people are saying this. And I'm like, yo, you got to be my best friend still.
I thank God I don't have those problems in my relationship.
Yeah, me neither. You don't ask me nothing.
Has social media's never caused you no problem?
It hasn't, not in this relationship. No.
I hear that a lot, though. I hear women get upset. Like, I read a story yesterday where a guy beat his woman every time somebody liked the
I
picture.
saw that, too.
You saw that?
She had to go get all kinds of reconstructive
Cosmetic surgery? Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
like, is it that serious?
Yeah, he beat her for every like that she got.
That don't even, nah, it's not that serious.
But I have friends that stalk social media, like their boyfriend's social media, and boyfriends that get mad at their girlfriends based on who liked their pictures, who DM them, all kinds of issues.
Well, let's discuss. Has social media ruined your relationship? Because I don't have those problems, all right? 1-800-585-1051. And I want to know how it has ruined your relationship, okay? It's The Breakfast Club.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
The Breakfast Club.
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. We are talking about social media. This conversation stemmed from our very biased interview with Cameron yesterday. Where Cameron was talking about breaking up with his former boo, Juju. Let's hear what Cam had to say.
Once Instagram came out, like, I'm the one who promoted her Instagram, marketing her, showing her body and showing people how beautiful she is and saying, look, I got a gorgeous woman without being too untasteful about it to me, in my eyes. But that's how I was marketing her because I thought she was beautiful. It was fun in the beginning. Then it started getting serious. Why you following her? Or you like that person picture? Or people are saying this. And I'm like, yo, you got to be my best friend still.
Now, I don't have those problems in my relationship. My wife ain't even on social media like that. Like, does she look at what you're doing? Does she follow you? I don't know if she follows me or not, to be honest, but I definitely don't follow her.
Why don't you follow her?
Because I live with her. I see her all the time. I don't care. I follow people you follow people when you want to see what they're doing. I know what she's doing.
You don't know what she's doing at this exact moment. And then if she's posting pictures of the two of you, maybe you want to double tap and like it.
No, I'm good. Like, why I gotta like her picture if I tell her I love her every day?
Well, I follow my boyfriend. He follows me. We don't have any issues. He likes everything I post. I like what he posts. And no issues. He's never asked me anything about anyone.
I think y'all seek too much validation from social media. Like, you know how stupid it is for, like, you to have on a nice outfit or you to have your makeup done nice and your man tells you, oh, you look beautiful. But then you post a picture and then you say to him, well, why didn't you like my pic? I just told you look beautiful in real life.
I would never say that. He just does it. I would never say, why didn't you like my picture? But
and I hate when people get upset over who likes your stuff. Like, I don't know none of these people 9 times out of 10.
Some people feel like their relationship's not real until it's posted on the gram.
Man, that's stupid. Like, for you to actually get upset because a stranger is liking your man or woman's pictures is actually a level of retardation.
What about him leaving comments on somebody's picture he doesn't know?
Like, what's the comment, though?
Like the hard eyes.
Nah, that's ridiculous. Now he wilding. Like, why would he do that? Like, but what if he just left a comment on a girl's pic, like, that does music, or a girl that got on an outfit, like, yo, it's some nice kicks or whatever. Like, because guys be following girls, and sometimes they may be DMing girls to ask them about things that they're wearing so they can get it for their woman.
Yeah, that you should do that publicly.
Why? I'm trying to surprise my boo.
I don't know about sending DMs, because that always gets blown out of proportion.
So if I send a DM to a girl and I be like, yo, where'd you get that outfit? I want to get one for my girl. I can't do that?
You opening the door, man.
No, I don't think so. Let's go to the phone.
You better ask Fashion Bomb Daily.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Has social media ruined your relationship, honey?
Yes, it did. So horribly.
What happened?
So one night, me and my husband actually decided to go back and forth on social media, and pull up people that we had slept with in our past that we were still friends with. And like,
that's not a fun
20
game.
people each later, we both got like 20 people deep, and I got so upset because I realized all the likes and all the love that I was getting on Facebook were from females that he had been with.
Wow.
And it just was so like
So
treacherous.
you think the girls are trying to be funny, or were they being nice? Like, oh, that's cute. I'm happy you're happy.
If they were being nice, I feel like it's still kind of out of line because I'm not that type of female. I wouldn't do that to their man. Like, you happy, you happy. There's no need to linger. Girls like to linger around after the fact with social media.
But the thing with Instagram is there for you to linger. Instagram is a lingering site. So you may linger on somebody's page too long. That don't mean nothing.
But there are millions of people on Instagram for stuff for you to like. No need to throw shade over here when you know you was with my man, basically still hinting like, okay, I see you, like, yeah, y'all happy now, but just wait for the breakup and the meltdown.
Oh, no, see, now that's disrespectful. I didn't hear that part of the story. My bad.
Thank you to God. Thank you.
Yes.
We didn't know all that.
Have a blessed day, boo.
All right, we're talking about social media. Has it ruined your relationship? Who's this?
Hey, what's up? This is Chantel from Orlando. Good morning, Yee. Good morning, Envy. What's up, Charlamagne?
Good morning. How are you, boo?
So what happened with you
I'm
in
good.
social media?
Oh, man. So after I broke up with my ex-boyfriend, I started doing poetry to kind of get it out of my system, you know, have an outlet. And I started to meet a lot of really cool people in the city that I was living in, you know, getting a little bit of buzz. That's where I met my baby's father.
Mm-hmm.
So after I met him, things just went downhill. You know, we fell in love. We had this beautiful baby. And then he got so jealous of every post on my Instagram page. Mind you, I was fat, so I was not posting anything. But, you know, all the things that I was posting in the past, like, why you have your shoulders out like that? Why were you so hugged up with him? Who is that? Oh, you know, he got a little buzz right now. He's kind of popping. How you know him? Did you and him used to get together? Really? You know, I'm a cute girl. I'm 26.
Right.
It's all right to use social media. I'm not one of the thoughts. I'm not out here with my butts out and my, you know, everything like that.
Insecurity is so unattractive in a man, let me tell you, and in a woman.
That's what I think it is. I think that a lot of these guys are already naturally insecure, and social media just magnifies their insecurities.
Right.
That's all I think it is. Listen, 1-800-585-1051. Call us. Has social media affected your relationship? Let's talk about it. It's The Breakfast Club.
I said I'm
It's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. We are sitting in here discussing our very biased interview with Cameron. Well, not discussing the interview, but discussing a part of the interview where he broke up with, where he talked about breaking up with Juju.
It was mutual, he said. It just wasn't fun anymore.
And he said it was because of social media. Let's hear the clip.
Once Instagram came out, like, I'm the one promoting her Instagram, marketing her, you know, showing her body and showing people how beautiful she is and saying, look, I got a gorgeous woman without being too untasteful about it to me, in my eyes. But that's how I was marketing her because I thought she was beautiful. It was fun in the beginning. Then it started getting serious. Why you following her? Or you like that person picture? Or people are saying this. And I'm like, yo, you got to be my best friend still.
I personally don't have those problems. You know what I'm saying? And I would not put that much validation into social media. Like, social media is about likes. It's about retweets. It's about people leaving comments on your page.
But, you know, I think part of it for us is different because we are more public figures. So our social media is also part of work. You know, so now if you're dating somebody who doesn't necessarily need to be on, you know, for work to promote anything, they're just on there because it's, you know, where we all connect.
Yeah.
There's all different kinds of issues that come up.
But everybody feels like they have a reason to be on social media.
Somebody did get mad at me one time for liking someone else's picture.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, why is that a big deal?
Because the truth of the matter is everybody feels like they're a public figure on social media. You know how many people I see have public figure?
Like,
in their
sometimes
captions?
I go through I like to just like people's pictures. I don't leave a lot of comments, but I do like to just show support for if somebody's doing something positive, something good. I like their picture.
And what's wrong with liking a picture?
I don't know.
Like if a woman is at Starbucks, boom. If a woman's at Chick-fil-A, right? I like Chick-fil-A. So if she says something positive about Chick-fil-A, I might like the picture. I'm not liking the picture because of her. I'm liking the picture because of
Now,
the
what if
setting.
she's in a bikini on the beach eating a Chick-fil-A sandwich?
I wouldn't like it because I'm smart enough to know how that could be misconstrued. Now, I don't want to be sitting around in my house arguing about, I was liking it because of the Chick-fil-A sandwich. So why you ain't go to Chick-fil-A page and like pictures on the Chick-fil-A page? You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's a stupid argument to have. But no, I'm not putting that much validation in social media when it comes to my relationship. Let's go to the phones.
Good morning. Who's this?
Lady.
So tell us your experience on social media and your relationship.
Okay, so I was married, and in 2013, I had a ruptured aneurysm. I was in a coma and everything.
Wow.
And when they let me come home from the hospital, they had gave me a certain medicine. And I grabbed his iPad, and I looked on the iPad, and when I looked at it, it was like multiple women that he was having. Like, he even had a baby on me. And when I asked him about it, I'm like, are you still... He met all these women through social media. Like,
wow.
These women, and they were, like, in relationships, and he was married.
So you think that if it wasn't for social media, this wouldn't have happened in your head? Like,
I would really think that it wouldn't happen, because before this, like, I had met him. Actually, I had met him through social media. That's the crazy thing. And we got into a relationship. We dated. We got into a relationship. He proposed, and we got married. And then it was like an ongoing thing. And he would think that he was like he would think that he was like Instagram famous, and he wasn't. Like he really wasn't.
What I just say? I bet you he had public figure in his profile, didn't he?
Oh no, he didn't. That's the actual thing. He didn't. But he would act like he was a public figure, and he wasn't.
You're like, calm it down, boo. Okay.
Yeah, like he didn't have.
All right, thank you, lady. I'm sorry to hear about everything not working out, though.
Thank you.
Good morning. We are talking about social media and your relationships. Has it affected yours? Who's this?
Hey, this Trav.
Trav! Oh my God, Trav, I missed you.
I missed you too, boo. Hey, Charlamagne.
Hey, Trav. What's up, sis?
So, Trav, has social media affected you now that we all are following you?
Listen, I don't. Nobody followed me because I had to put my page on private, but. The reason I have to do that is because my boyfriend actually deleted my last Instagram because people was DMing me and stuff. And mind you, I don't even be talking about nothing. I just respond, say hey. But he deleted my whole Instagram because he insecure.
Well, you're a little snack, Trav. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I don't be giving nobody the time of day. What you about to say, Charlamagne?
You a flirt, bro.
I do flirt, but at the same time, I know I'm not going to cheat.
You can't be out here flirting on social media.
It is butt involved, but ain't no butt when it comes to this because you a flirt. And your man know you a flirt, and he don't want you on Instagram flirting with people.
And think how embarrassing that is to him. He know you all in a relationship. You on social media flirting.
He just insecure. You shouldn't be deleting nobody Instagram.
You should stop flirting.
Whatever. But good to talk to y'all.
Oh, he gotta go.
Have a good day.
Bye, Trav.
Thirsty Trav. Now, the moral of the story is stop putting so much validation in the social media. Okay, I was always taught don't let a lot of people into your relationship business anyway. And all social media does is open the door for a bunch of strangers to be in your relationship business.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Now, you got a
Instagram
report coming?
Post. Yes, let's talk about Chanel West Coast. Now, she ended up going viral for having a tantrum outside of the club. Well, she gives an explanation of what really happened. See if you believe it.
She lying. It's The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
This audio was uploaded by Mr. G.A. Willie. Search for my channel on YouTube, MRGAWILLIE.
Back it up, rake it up, rake it up, rake it up, rake it up, break it down, back it up, rake it up.
Oh yeah, Friday just hit me. You know how you be at work and you be sitting at your desk and all of a sudden you're like, God damn, I'm tired. I'm ready to go.
Oh yeah, it's you and Aneezy who works with us also. You guys are both tired.
Whatever hit him just hit me just now too.
You know how I feel on Fridays? I come into work feeling tired and then I start feeling energized.
No. Good. God bless you.
And I always say, I want to go. I always am tired, and I'm like, I'm going to go home and go to sleep, and it never ends up happening, and I end up just staying up all day.
Uncle Charlotte don't got that kind of energy. I want to lay on the couch and catch up on She's Gotta Have It, and I want to catch up on The Punisher, and I need to catch up on White Famous this weekend. Those are my plans.
All right.
Now we got the rumor report coming up next, and speaking of White Famous, or somebody who thinks they're famous, Chanel West Coast.
Listen up.
It's just in. All the gossip. The rumor report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the rumor report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, we talked about this. Chanel West Coast had a meltdown when she couldn't get into the club. All right, here's what happened. If you forgot.
You'll never be more than security. We got bitch. Security loves to hold out whoever the they can because they insecure about their own life. Wish you could be a little white girl rapping, bitch. You wish you could spit bars like me. You wish you could be on TV like me, bitch. Off. I don't care who's filming me. I came with 8 hot girls, Apple from Black Eyed Peas, popping people. Off, bitch. Go let in some irrelevant bitch. Some irrelevant escort type bitches that want to suck.
delusional.
Whoa, why is she talking about other people who can get in?
Trash. She'll never get that far. She'll never get far with that attitude, and she'll get her ass kicked with that attitude.
Well, she does have an explanation about what happened. Now, she spoke to TMZ, and she gave her account of why it was a carefully planned attack outside the club. Here's what she said.
I'm gonna be honest too, I saw a camera guy filming and I was like, hey, maybe if I act a little crazier, I'll get some attention, because at this point, I think that that's what this world has come down to.
Right.
I think that the only way to get attention is to act like a complete ignorant fool. I'll be honest, I put a little extra on it.
I was going to say, we got a lot of traction on the website that day, so thank you for that.
I just spiced it up a little just, to hype it up and get some attention, because God forbid I get any attention for being the normal, hardworking, kind person I am.
How do y'all pay attention to people like that? People who do anything for attention. Have some integrity about yourself.
Right.
And don't you realize when you put that negative energy into the world, it's going to come back to you?
I'll never act a fool to try to get attention.
So you're going to talk like that to somebody. Let's just say, right, she's talking like that to somebody, and somebody slaps the hell out of her. So you rather take that smack for attention?
Now that would have got a lot of attention, but
it's getting beat up worth the attention.
She also says that the security told her, "Hey, bring your cutest friend and ditch the rest." And she said,
so she bought Alp from the Black Eyed Peas.
Apple
from the Black Eyed Peas.
And she said it just really offended me. I was like, "Bring your cutest friend and ditch the rest of your friends. Who does that? Only a bad friend does that." So she said she was just offended that the security told her to ditch everyone else.
All right, okay. All right. Too much to talk about Chanel West Coast.
All right. Well, let's talk about DMX. He pleaded guilty yesterday to 1 count of tax evasion, so he could be going to jail for up to 5 years. Now, he was arrested in July and charged in a multi-year scheme evading as much as $1.7 million in taxes. He's been charged with 14 counts, and he faced more than 40 years before he copped a plea. So under that plea deal, he will be sentenced to between 57 and 60 months. That's a long time.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think people should just leave DMX alone. I don't care what nobody says, man. DMX is anointed, man. If you've ever been around DMX, you can feel God coming out that brother. Now, when it comes to human choices, does he make the best choices? No. But spiritually, that brother is anointed. Now, DMX needs help, not prison time.
At first, he said that he had other people in charge of his taxes and finances, and then he tried to say that the money went to his ex-wife for child support. But then he finally had to take responsibility and, say that he was funneling his paychecks into accounts run by his manager so they could pay him in cash. So that's what he was doing to try to avoid paying taxes. So he did come clean and cop a plea deal.
I still don't think he should go to jail. Like let DMX go out there and do motivational speeches or something. Let him go talk to kids, something. Like, this is a whole lot more DMX could be doing with his voice.
All right, now let's discuss Trey the Truth. When he was up here with Hustle Gang, he talked about J.J. Watt. Now, J.J. Watt he's from the Houston Texans, and he raised $30 million through his Hurricane Harvey Relief Fund. But Trey the Truth wanted to know, A, what's happening with that money, and B, let's work together on the ground level and make sure that the people who really need this money are going to get it, because he's been out. And he's been out with Mr. Rogers nonstop.
Absolutely.
Helping
my
people
guy, Mr. Rogers.
in person, hand to hand. Now, here is what he said on The Breakfast Club.
Why did you decide to call out J.J. Watt?
A lot of people not touching the areas that we touching. We've been out there almost 95, almost 100 days straight, easy.
Brother J.J. had raised all that money.
$32 million.
$32 million.
Oh, more now, bro.
Yeah, and Trey was rightfully interested in, okay, well, where's this money going? So rightfully so, bro reached out to him like, hey, yo, I don't know what you got going on, but maybe we can join together.
I felt that he was going to be genuine and reach back, and he didn't.
All right. Well, J.J. Watt has since posted on his Facebook, today was the first time since my injury that I had a chance to go out and see firsthand some of the work that is being done with the money that everyone so generously donated to the Harvey Relief Fund. I went and saw a few of the homes that are being rebuilt after being completely gutted from floor to ceiling, and even the roof. The people and their stories were both heartbreaking and uplifting all at the same time. So he told some stories about what he saw.
I hope J.J. Watt just not out there doing photo ops, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm glad that you went there and you got on the ground to see what was going on. But now you know where some of that money should be going. And that's all Trey was trying to tell him. Trey was like, yo, you raised $32 million. I'm from the streets of Houston. Let me show you where some of this money should go.
Right. He said he went to visit the Houston Food Bank that services over 600 agencies in 18 counties. He said last year they provided over 83 million meals, and they estimated that in the wake of Harvey, their production tripled. And it currently remains at double the standard rate, and it will do that well into next year.
And JJ should drop his ego. I don't know if he has an ego, but he should drop his ego and connect with guys like Trey.
Yeah.
Trey is on the ground. Like, Trey's really on the ground.
He's from
his
there.
Hands dirty. Connect with Trey. Connect with Mr. Rogers. Like, y'all should connect and try to rebuild the city of Houston. If it's all about Houston, it should be about Houston, right?
Yeah.
Period.
Okay. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
Yes. We have the People's Choice Mix coming up, and I'm going to be honest with you.